Hey, what's up guys, it's Oakley, and I'm going to be playing an awesome battle with Heir of Carthage. We're going to be playing as combination Bretonnia and Empire. I am Bretonnia, he is the Empire, and we're holding the Storm of Chaos at bay. This is going to be an AI army charging us, and we've lined up our forces many ranks deep, integrated these pole arms and spearmen, and this is a pretty thick defense with a damsel and a paladin behind. Just to help buff that force. Now on the flanks we have Empire Knights, we have Trebuchets in support, all kinds of Knights of the Realm and Cavalry, which is pretty formidable, but you can see from Chaos side, pretty formidable as well. Lots of monstrous infantry, the Trolls, you have Spawn of Chaos, lots of warriors as well, the Chaos Marauders, and then a pair of Hell Cannons slowly moving up. So Chaos is going to get funneled down the center. This is one of a multitude of multiplayer maps available to you, and they're all pretty interesting. This one in particular made for a really nice thematic kind of hold chaos at the gates as the enemy is funneled in. And it's going to be to our benefit, obviously, because all the artillery shots you see coming in here is going to be just tearing into the Chaos force. They're going to be led by several Chaos heroes, but also Archaon is embedded within this force as well, so he's going to be kicking ass too. The Trolls and monstrous infantry are getting well ahead of the force, and this is something that would make you kind of shit your pants if you're the Empire or Bretonnia front ranks. Very scary stuff. They are not slowing down with the huge bombardment that we're giving them. They are not slowing down. Here you can watch them as they just plow forward. They have sorcerers in the back too. So this is a train headed straight for us. No brakes on this train. Pretty scary, so my guys are gonna start to pucker up. Some Chaos Warhounds going around the flank, and I sent forward one of my paladins to attack the Chaos Lord. He goes right behind me and attacks the main line. My damsel's now gonna try and reinforce and pop abilities to secure our line before it gets just absolutely crushed by this incoming assault. Chaos Trolls just looking so crazy. I keep saying this in every video, but the character models are freaking sweet. The effects, the animations, all really cool. Now Empire did get the better. It didn't draw the short straw. Bretonnia did. Bretonnia is taking a hammering in the center. Empire gets to sit pretty for a second, but don't think they're not going to get harassed either. Great Swords here getting charged by Chaos Chariots. More units coming in the back. They're cleaving our guys left and right. And look in the distance now. Here comes the Spawn of Chaos. I don't know how my peasants here are going to hold out against this onslaught. And the Chaos Trolls just wading through our guys, not even paying attention to them. This is just something to wipe their feet on as they plow through. And now you can see them pushing on to the second lines, engaging multiple infantry units. This is pretty bad for us, especially as the Chaos Lords start to get in. And there goes the Bretonnian line. It's starting to crack. Right in the center, we are still holding strong with the damsel who's buffing our units, and we need something to relieve the pressure, which is going to be a flank attack. We also have some peasant bowmen that have pushed up onto the flank, and now they can try and suppress the enemy force as it pushes forward. They're going to be targeting the Hellhounds there. On the flanks, our Empire Knights are coming in, really desperately needed to relieve the pressure in the center, so here they come. Pegasus Knights as well, cleaning up the flank force. They're tying down the Hellhounds while the rest of our force tries to push forward. And look at our units just shattering. We desperately need stuff to be poured into the rear of that force. Hellhounds on the left. You can see they're stopping our charge, so they're doing everything they can to delay our assault, and this is not what we need. Thankfully, both the Empire and Bretonnia sent flanking forces, so mine is going to be the lucky one that gets through here. Knights of the Realm, Grail Knights following in tow. And look at all the crazy magic abilities just landing on our front line. It is about to crumble. Here my Knights are charging forward, ignoring everything behind them, going straight for the rear lines. It looks like they're going to try and target some of these Trolls. Boom! Knocking those guys out. Meanwhile, the main force has punched through. They are now at the Empire swordsman. Not much separates this line from the artillery. And so, yeah, overwhelming numbers against our swordsmen. This is not looking good. Monstrous infantry in the mix, too. I do find the Chaos Marauders look like Mr. T clones over and over again. I don't know why I thought that, but a little funny observation. But now the steam tank actually has been thrown into the mix to hold down the center, push back the left. The repeated strikes from the knights and now Pegasus Knights is doing a lot to start routing some of the weaker enemy forces, particularly the Raider Cav in the back. We're going to be chasing them away. And the combined rear strikes that the Empire Knights got, and actually my Bretonnian Cav got, is going to be doing a lot of work. Sorcerer here, Chaos from the Lore of Metal, is charging in, trying to rally his forces, but a lot of them are actually pulling back at this point. On the right, you can see some of my Knights of Bretonnia charging in, taking out some of these trolls. One of them tries to pick himself back up, and he's just gonna, he has a buddy coming over there to pick him up. That's too funny. But yeah, look at all our knights closing in on the rear, and all of a sudden we get a mass rout from the enemy from the top. Just look how many forces are in the center. Our center, meanwhile, has held strong. The swordsmen are doing okay, and the enemy is now just reeling. They're staggering back, and this is where we want to hit them hard. More cavalry being deployed, more artillery firing away. This is where we want to exterminate this swarm of chaos. Hold them at the choke. You shall not pass. Spawn of Chaos still in the mix. These guys are very super, very strong infantry, super monsters, you could say, but still not holding up against the steam tank, which can essentially mow down units. You'll see it actually come up against one of those Spawn of Chaos and just poke it, prod it, and force it back. A couple of the Chaos Lords are trying to take out the steam tank as well, but having them kind of sick all their attacks against a high health, high armor unit is very good for the rest of our forces. Allows them to clean up the retreating units. Steam tank has punched through and is now going to be making an about face, getting back into combat, firing away at these retreating marauders. The Bretonnian Knights also doing their fair share to clean up these troops. So far, my impressions for multiplayer, well, I've played against the AI and a couple of the other people with early reviews. It's been really fun. I very much enjoy it. Playing against the evil factions is cool. You can put together a lot of these scenarios. And yeah, the AI came down straight through the middle of a gully, which you wouldn't expect from a human player. But it does allow you to relive some of these cool thematic scenarios like we pulled off here. And I think having the partnerships of Chaos and other, not technically evil factions, but the greenskins of empires versus the good guys is always going to be super fun. Men against monsters holding out. And so I was glad to have Heir of Carthage on my team as the Empire, and he did well, helped reinforce my main line, did a good coordinated assault on the flanks. The steam tank also helped rally our forces, and the artillery doing its part as well. There are still a couple enemy lords here refusing to fall back. Archaon, the Ever-Chosen, coming after my damsel. Boom, trying to take her out, and that is not something that my knights will countenance, and so here they come, sweeping him away from their lady, and so she's going to get out of there and allow these Grail Knights to deal with him, and the damsel is just going to walk out of here. Like it's... she's nope. She is not having any of that Chaos Lord bullshit. She's like, alright peasants, you got this, yeah! Sending them forward. Classic Bretonnia move, and then she's slinking off. That is too great. The Bretonnia way. The Archon is a monster in melee combat. You can see there's another Chaos Lord next to him, and these two alone can fend off a ton of our ranks. It's a shame they weren't in combat sooner. They could have destroyed our first lines, while the rest of the Chaos units probably could have held back. Saved their strength, fended off our cavalry assaults, and then brought in for the final hammer blow. But now, because Archaon and the other lords are isolated, we can pit almost everything against them. And so great swords are in the mix, but even them getting torn to shreds. And it's important as Bretonnia to use your buffs. You can see those happening with the kind of glowing white circles on your units. Keep your damsels close, buff your units. This is what's going to allow your peasants to survive these type of engagements, give them better armor penetration, better stats for defense and blocking and all that. It's going to be super crucial. And now the pilot of the steam tank decides that they want a piece of this action. So the steam tank is coming right in. It's going to bank a little bit and get some steam shots right into that exalted hero. In the back, hell cannons have been destroyed. We still have a couple flying units and other units chasing down the remaining forces, making sure they're not coming back. But mostly, I believe victory has been secured. Everything is given the order to attack. We have our trebuchets firing point blank into this. The steam tank running over the Chaos Lords. That is how you do it. Archon picking himself up. And that... oh my god. Thank God for that peasant that the battle ended just there. He was about to get just sliced in two by both of those lords. But a very cool battle. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Heir of Carthage, for joining me in this battle. Check out his channel for sure if you don't know him. I think everyone does, but he's going to have a lot of content up. And we had a really good time testing out Warhammer before it came out. And yeah, I'll have a lot more of these videos. For me, most of my kills came from the Knights of the Realm cleaning house. And actually the Trebuchet is getting a lot of kills. Patchy, which is Heir of Carthage, you can see there, deploying way more men than me, getting a lot of kills with his knights as well, and the artillery. Infantry for both of us not doing super well, so it was really about that hammer strike that we dealt to the opponents. The Chaos forces on the other side were much lower in number than us, but much higher in quality. Spawn of Chaos getting a lot of kills, and Archon, 128 kills. That guy is a beast. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I will have a lot more videos to share with you in the future, so stay tuned for more of those, and leave your recommendations for what you'd like to see. I am definitely able to show you anything you'd like to see. See you in the next one. Peace out.